Hi, I'm Danielle, and this is Bookchara, and today you are watching my September TBR game. Before we start the game, let's review the books I was supposed to read in August. So first we have How to Be a Heroine by Samantha Ellis. This was my clue card book from last game. And honestly, I kind of talked myself out of this one. There are chapter titles, as you'll see here. We've got The Little Mermaid, Anne of Green Gables, Lizzie Bennet, Scarlett O'Hara, Franny Glass, Esther Greenwood, Lucy Honeychurch, The Dolls from the Valley, Kathy Earnshaw, Flora Post, and Sherazade. And there are so many on that list that I am unfamiliar with, so I almost feel like I need to do my homework before I read this one. So yeah, I'm hanging on to it. It's going to stay on my TBR, but maybe I can get some of those other books read and feel more comfortable with this one. For the candlestick prompt, I was supposed to read a scary book, a book I wouldn't want to read in the dark, and I did read Below by Laurel Hightower. I gave this one 3 stars. For Colonel Mustard, a book with yellow on the cover or in the title, I read Once More Upon a Time by Roshni Chokshi. This was actually a reread for me. I loved it just as much the second time, maybe more, 5 solid stars. And then lastly, I picked up The Dagger, which is to read a mystery, thriller, or suspense novel. I read book 2 in the Inheritance Games, The Hawthorne Legacy by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This one did not hit as well with me as the first book did. I gave it 3 stars. So as you can see, there was one book out of the 4 that I did not get to in August. Luckily, we have the viewer prompt, and that was The Wrench, to read a book that is at least 500 pages. And you guys, at least 5 of you guys came through for me. We had Abigail read We Were the Lucky Ones at 506 pages. Ames read City of Girls at 512. Kim read The Hunger of the Gods at 656. Colleen read Fourth Wing at 517. And Leanna read A Crystal of Time by 624. So, regardless of what is in the case file, I am safe this month. Thank you guys so much. There was another comment. Chris at Chris's Corner had planned to read a couple 500-page books, but I never heard back from them as to whether they actually did. So this is just a friendly reminder to make sure you follow up with your viewer prompt. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see what's in here. We have How to Be a Heroine. I'm safe. I am safe. You guys are awesome. We also have Below. And finally, we have Once More Upon a Time. So there will be no penalty book in September. Yay! Because as you will see, my September TBR game, the focus of my September TBR game is going to be, let's see how many of my Shorty September books we can get on here. If you guys missed it, I made a Shorty September TBR. I'll be sure to link that up in the cards. Yeah, Shorty September is hosted by Bert and Sean at Past Storytime and co-hosted by Heather at Too Many Heathers. It's a month-long readathon all about reading short books, 200 pages or less, or however you interpret that. And yeah, I have an amazing TBR planned, so hopefully my game cooperates. Let's go find out. Okay, first we're gonna roll to see who I am playing as. Last game I got Mrs. Peacock and then didn't wind up needing to use her special ability, but that's okay. I always like to have that in my back pocket. 2. I feel like I play as Colonel Mustard quite a lot. So Colonel Mustard is right here. He is AKA Hitman. He's also known as the Hitman. He's good at what he does. His special skill is to eliminate 1 book from the final stack. Sweet. Okay, as far as any weapons that I'm focusing on this game, I looked and I could really pick up any weapon and make it work for one of my Shorty September books. So that's cool. I like having that flexibility. Ten. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The study. Okay guys, it has occurred to me that this would be a really great time to let you know about the prompts that I've swapped out this month. So our new prompts are going to be for Colonel Mustard, a historical fiction, and that was inspired by Bucky, so thank you, Bucky. We also have for Candlestick, a slow burn, and for Wrench, that is now going to be a book with a twist. As you can see, our first prompt was study, and that is a book featuring a school, and this did work out for one of my Shorty September picks. I'm going to be reading Pippi Longstocking by Astrid Lindgren, revisiting a childhood favorite. I don't know if I ever actually read the book as a child, but I did watch the movie, and that fits one of the Shorty September prompts. That prompt is half and half shorts, to read a book and then watch the movie, or the other way around. So I'm going to be reading Pippi and then watching the 1988 film, The New Adventures of Pippi Longstocking. Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. The dining room. For dining room, I will be reading another Shorty September book. This is The Mixed Up Files of Mrs. Basil E. Frankweiler by E.L. Konigsberg. This one, for dining room, we needed it to feature a family, and this features a brother and sister who have run away to the museum, I think. And this one also fits the Shorty September prompt of zip-off trousers, to read a book with a title that could be shorter. Five. I'm going back to pick up the revolver. 1, 2, 3, 4. For revolver, I can read any book that I want that is either a classic or nonfiction. I'll be reading another of my Shorty September books for this, and that is Carmilla by J. Sheridan Le Fanu. This one fits the Shorty September prompt of jorts, and that's to read something from the 70s or 80s. I improvised. This is from 1872, and yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this one. And this may be my final roll. We're going for one more book. 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The lounge. How did I get all room cards? That's fantastic. And then finally, as you saw, I got the lounge, and that is to read a cozy book. Okay, this one took me a minute. None of my Shorty September books, I don't feel like any of my Shorty September books fit this. I mean, I could stretch something to make it fit, but I didn't really want to do that. So I did a little research, and I'm going to go with another Shorty that is nowhere on my Shorty September TBR. And that is The Cat Who Saved Books by Suzuki Natsukawa. I don't own a copy of this book, okay? It just looks really super cute and is 198 pages. And yeah, on that note, I know that I'm playing as Colonel Mustard this month, and I know that I could technically eliminate one of these books from my final stack, but I don't want to. I don't want to. So I'm going to leave them on there. If I get a chance to read The Cat Who Saved Books, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Okay, and then we need to roll for the viewer prompt. I cannot believe I did not get a single clue card. Okay, there's the clue symbol. We're just gonna count that as a 7 for you guys. And we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The viewer prompt is going to be Mrs. Peacock. That brings us to your viewer prompt, and the viewer prompt was Mrs. Peacock. That is going to be to read a book with a bird on the cover or in the title. So the way this works is I need 5 of you, at least 5 of you, to read a book with a bird on the cover or in the title, and then come back to this video and leave me a comment. Let me know what the book was. You can let me know page numbers and author. I may or may not share that, but yeah, just check back in with me. And if at least 5 of you read a book that fits the viewer prompt, then you've saved me from an unread book in my case file. And that reminds me, we need to draw and put the 3 books in the case file. Okay, we have our trick or treat bucket. We have our 4 slips of paper right here. They're going in there. I don't know, unless I just really, what's the word? Oh, I drew out 2. That's okay. Unless I just really go rogue this month, I have no excuse, like, not to finish these books. Okay, there's our 3. They're going in here, and we will reveal those during October's TBR game. Is that right? Okay, okay. Yes, that's right. You guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this round of Getting Away with Murder. If you have, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments what books you're looking forward to in September. I forgot to mention that we are reading Good Girl, Bad Blood with Bookchara this month. Bookchara Read-Alongs is a read-along that I host with Amy at A-Star Reads and Paige at Pages with Paige. We are on book 2 of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, so let me know if you'll be joining us for that. Yeah, until next time. Bye, guys.